welcome to the Christian Sports Podcast. Today we are breaking down NFL Week 11 of the 2025 season. This is the November 17th slate, and this week has absolutely everything. Upsets, explosive plays, breakout performances, defensive touchdowns, and one matchup that can become our official Week 11 game of the week. We're going to go through every single game on the schedule, who won, why they won, who lost, and exactly what went wrong. We got the play of the week, catch of the week, Week 11 power rankings, and a complete breakdown of our game of the week. Let's get right into it. It was filled with chaos, but here are our biggest stories from November 16th through the 17th. The Bears and Bengals thriller becomes the game of the week. A wild fourth quarter, 3 lead changes, and a dramatic final drive. This one had everything. Steelers stunned the Colts. No one expected it. Rodgers bounced back. The defense chunked down in the second half, and Pittsburgh pulled off one of the biggest surprise wins of the season. The Lions make a statement versus the Eagles. This NFC showdown was physical, fast, and intense. Detroit showed why they're a serious NFC contender in 2025. The Falcons ended the Patriots streak. New England had been rolling, but Atlanta hit them in the mouth and controlled the entire game. Here is the Week 11 game-by-game breakdown. Falcons versus Patriots. The Falcons won because they controlled the trenches. Atlanta's run game chewed the clock, and their defense forced Drake May into checkdowns all day. While the Patriots lost because Drake May had no downfield shots, Henderson couldn't break loose, and the defense couldn't get key third down spots. The Jets versus Browns. The Jets won because clean football, no turnovers, effective running, and clutch third down conversions. The Browns lost because turnovers crushed them. They moved the ball well, but kept giving it away when it mattered the most. The Saints versus the Panthers. The Saints won because Chris Olave was completely unguardable with massive catches, great separation, and the Panthers never adjusted. The Panthers lost. Why? Because of 2 late interceptions and multiple missed tackles. They're talented but young. The Ravens versus the Vikings. The Ravens won because Lamar Jackson dominated from the pocket and on the move. Baltimore's defense closed out the game with pressure, while the Vikings lost. Why? No run game, too many breakdowns, and penalties erased several big plays. The Bills versus Dolphins. The Bills won because of Josh Allen came alive, deep throws, scramble plays, and clutch drives. The Dolphins lost because Tua Tagovailoa pressured nonstop, and the defense allowed too many chunk plays. The Giants versus the Bears. The Bears won because defense played lights out. They forced early stops and protected a late lead. The Giants lost because they couldn't sustain drives and came up empty on 2 key red zone possessions. The Jaguars versus the Texans. The Jaguars won because Trevor Lawrence picked apart Houston's secondary, and the Jags defense baited C.J. Stroud into tough throws. The Texans lost because turnovers and a failed field goal attempts swung the momentum away from them. The Cardinals versus the Seahawks. The Seahawks won because the defense suffocated Arizona, their pressures, their turnovers, and a strong run game. The O-line collapsed. The reason the Cardinals lost because their O-line collapsed and Kyler has 0 to no time to operate. The Lions versus the Eagles. The Lions won because Jahmyr Gibbs was unstoppable again. Detroit mixed power and speed, and their defense shut down Hurts and key moments. Jared Goff was in total command, spreading the ball to multiple weapons. The Eagles lost because they couldn't handle the Lions physically. The run defense was gashed. The secondary allowed too many interception throws, and the offense stalled on two crucial fourth down drives. The Rams versus the 49ers. The Rams won because Matthew Stafford threw 4 touchdowns again. The passing attack overwhelmed a depleted 49ers secondary. The 49ers lost because injuries, lack of depth, and no answers for the Rams passing game. The Chargers versus the Steelers. The Chargers won. Why? Because Justin Herbert made every smart decision in the book. Lad McConkey continues to shine as a deep threat, and their defense pressured Rodgers late. The Steelers lost because their O-line issues led to constant sacks and stalled drives. And now for the Christian Sports Podcast Game of the Week. Drumroll, please. The Bears versus the Bengals. Wild game of the week because explosive plays, elite quarterback play, back-to-back lead changes, and a dramatic finish. This was one of the most entertaining games of Week 11, hands down. The Bears won because they played their best football in the fourth quarter. The quarterback made clutch throws. Their defense forced a massive turnover, and Chicago executed perfectly on the final drive. The Bengals lost because they couldn't finish. They missed tackles and a blown coverage on the final drive. And on offense, that stalled in 2 minutes. Raiders versus Broncos. The Raiders won. Why? Because they out-executed Denver in the second half, avoided mistakes, and controlled the tempo. The Broncos lost because protection issues and no run support, and a stall for final drive. And now, Christian Sports Podcast, it is Play of the Week, and this Play of the Week goes to, drumroll please, Jahmyr Gibbs on his 65-yard touchdown run. Four broken tackles, an insane burst, and a game-sealing moment against Philadelphia. Another Christian Sports Podcast special Catch of the Week, and this Catch of the Week goes to, drumroll please, Chris Olave takes in with a one-handed sideline snag, body control, the extension, and the perfect focus. That is how an elite wide receiver plays. For another special in the Christian Sports Podcast, we have Player of the Week awards. The Offensive Player of the Week goes to, drumroll please, Jahmyr Gibbs. He just absolutely dominated, like I just said, with the Player of the Week. And now, the Defensive Player of the Week is, drumroll please, DeMarcus Lawrence. Rookie of the Week goes to, drumroll please, Trayvon Henderson, and that is Rookie of the Week. And now on to Week 11 Power Rankings. These are the teams that we like to call the falling tier. And the falling tier compiles of the Dolphins, Steelers, the 49ers, and the Patriots. I think all the teams are falling. The rising teams are the Ravens, the Rams, the Seahawks, and the Lions. And the Bible verse of the day is Timothy 2:4-7. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. And today's Bible verse comes from 2 Timothy 4:7. A reminder to push through, stay focused, and trust God in every season. That wraps up our full breakdown of Week 11 of The 2025 NFL season crazy finishes, statement wins, and one of the best games of the season. Week 12 is shaping up to be another huge slate, so buckle up. Thanks for watching the Christian Sports Podcast. I'll see y'all Wednesday. We're out.